Hello students, today we will solve trade payable turnover ratio and working capital turnover ratio. See this problem, first problem. Calculate trade payable turnover ratio from the following information. Credit purchases during the year 6,20,000. Purchase returns which are out of credit purchases rupees 20,000. It means net credit purchases will be 6 lakhs. Opening creditors 1 lakh, closing creditors 1,40,000. Opening bills payable 25,000 and closing bills payable 35,000. Creditors and bills payable are included in trade payables. So, from these four items, we have to calculate average trade payables and then we can calculate trade payable turnover ratio. Okay, so let's start now. So, let's solve this today's first problem. Calculate trade payable turnover ratio. So, we will write the formula first. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to, it is similar to trade receivable turnover ratio. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchases. जसं सेल्सला रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स म्हणतात तसं परचेसेसला वेगळं नाव काही नाही आहे. इट इज नेट क्रेडिट परचेसेस डिवायडेड बाय ॲव्हरेज क्रेडिटर्स and average bills payable and ratio will be in times. ओके, क्रेडिटर्स आणि बिल्स पेबल हे ट्रेड पेबल्समध्ये येतात, त्यामुळे त्या दोन्हीचं ॲव्हरेज काढून घ्यावं लागेल म्हणजे ते ॲव्हरेज ट्रेड पेबल्स होईल. म्हणजेच रेशो आहे नेट क्रेडिट परचेसेस डिवायडेड बाय ॲव्हरेज ट्रेड पेबल्स. ओके, नाव लेट्स स्टार्ट. First we have to calculate credit purchases because returns are given in this problem. So net credit purchases is equal to credit purchases minus returns. Okay, so net credit purchases will be credit purchases 6,20,000 minus 20,000. प्रॉब्लेम सांगताना मी हे डिस्कस केलं होतं. सो इट विल बी 6 lakhs. Net credit purchases amount is 6 lakhs. Okay, now here opening creditors, closing creditors, opening bills payable, closing bills payable amounts are given. So we will calculate their average creditors and bills payable means average trade payables is equal to addition of opening creditors plus closing creditors plus opening bills payable plus closing bills payable divided by 2. Okay, therefore 1 lakh plus 1,40,000 plus 25,000 plus 35,000. Okay, divided by 2. So it is 3 lakhs divided by 2. So it will be 1,50,000. This is a very simple problem. So average trade payables is equal to 1,50,000. Now we will calculate ratio. Trade payable turnover ratio is equal to net credit purchases, that is 6 lakhs, divided by average creditors and bills payable म्हणजेच average trade payables 1,50,000. So we will cancel these 4 zeros and 15 fours are 60. So answer is 4 times. So in this problem trade payable turnover ratio will be 4 times. Okay. Now see this problem. From the following information, calculate first trade receivable turnover ratio, average collection period, trade payable turnover ratio, and average collection period. Average payment period means average period of payment to the trade payables. Okay. The given information is revenue from operations 3 crores 60 lakhs, creditors 12 lakhs, bills receivable 8 lakhs, bills payable 60,000, purchases 1 crore 50 lakhs, debtors 40 lakhs. And from this given information we have to solve this problem. So let's start. Now let's solve this second problem. In this problem they told us to calculate trade receivable turnover ratio, average collection period, trade payable turnover ratio, and average payment period. Okay. Now, trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to credit revenue from operations, that is credit sales, divided by average trade receivables. But here revenue from operation is given, so we will consider it as credit revenue from operation. जेव्हा credit revenue from operation problem मध्ये दिलेलं नसेल आणि काढता येण्याची शक्यता नसेल त्यावेळी जे दिलेलं आहे ते रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स आपल्याला घ्यायचं आहे या ठिकाणी. अँड डिवायडेड बाय ॲव्हरेज ट्रेड रिसिवेबल्स. ओके. आता ॲव्हरेज ट्रेड रिसिवेबल घेण्यासाठी डेटर्स आणि बिल्स रिसिवेबल यांचं ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग काही दिलेलं नाही आहे, त्यामुळे जे दिलेलं आहे तेच ॲव्हरेज आहे असं पकडून आपल्याला अशा प्रॉब्लेममध्ये डेटर्स प्लस बिल्स रिसिवेबल घ्यायचं आहे. ओके. सो लेट स्टार्ट. ट्रेड रिसिवेबल टर्नओव्हर रेशो is equal to credit revenue from operations divided by average trade receivables. Here in this problem we will take revenue from operations divided by debtors plus bills receivable. Okay. So revenue from operations amount is 3 crore 60 lakhs divided by debtors amount is 40 lakhs plus bills receivable amount is 8 lakhs. So it is equal to 3 crore 60 lakhs divided by 48 lakhs okay. So we will cancel these 5 zeros against these 5 zeros, and 48 360 divided by 48 it is 7.5 times. Okay. Now we will calculate average collection period. Our average collection period is equal to days in a year, that is 365 days divided by trade receivable turnover ratio. So is equal to 365 divided by 7.5, and so the answer is 49 days. Okay. Similar, by using the other figures, similarly we can calculate trade payable turnover ratio. So here trade payable turnover ratio is equal to credit purchases divided by average trade payables. Therefore here credit purchases means amount of purchases is given 1 crore 50 lakhs divided by creditors plus bills payable. Okay. So creditors amount is 12 lakhs plus 60,000. So 1 crore 50 lakhs divided by 12,60,000. These 4 zeros will be cancelled against these 4 zeros, and we will divide by 126 to 1500. Okay, so it will be 11.9 times. So trade payable turnover ratio is 11.9 times. Now we will calculate average payment period. Is equal to days in a year, that is 365, divided by trade payable turnover ratio. So is equal to 365 divided by 11.9 times. Okay, so the answer is 31 days. So average payment period is 31 days. Okay, पॉईंटमध्ये अमाऊंट असेल तर डिवाइड कसं करायचं हे मी तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे. 365 डिवायडेड बाय 11.9 मीन्स 119 अपॉन 10. So 365 into 10 upon 119. You have to calculate the figure and check the answer. Okay. Now in this problem we will calculate working capital turnover ratio from the following information. See the given information. Cash revenue from operations rupees 1,30,000. Credit revenue from operations rupees 3,80,000. Revenue from operation returns rupees 10,000. Liquid assets rupees 1,40,000. Current liabilities rupees 1,05,000 and inventory rupees 90,000. Okay, so now we will solve this problem. So now we will solve this problem. Third problem, today's third problem. Here we have to calculate working capital turnover ratio, and the formula is net revenue from operations, that is net sales, divided by working capital. Okay, so I will write the formula first. Working capital turnover ratio is equal to net revenue from operations. नेट शब्द लिहायचा नाही आहे, लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. नेट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स म्हणजे रिटर्न्स दिले असतील तर लेस करून आपल्याला सेल्स काढायचा आहे. सो रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स डिवायडेड बाय वर्किंग कॅपिटल. नाउ सी द इन्फॉर्मेशन गिवन. दे हॅव गिवन अस कॅश रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स अँड क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स. सिमिलरली रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स रिटर्न्स is also given. So we will calculate revenue from operations here. Revenue from operations is equal to cash revenue from operations plus credit from revenue from operations minus returns. Okay, so is equal to cash revenue from operations is given 1,30,000 plus credit revenue from operations given in the problem is 3,80,000 minus returns rupees 10,000. Okay, so 5,10,000 minus 10,000, so it will be 5 lakhs. So revenue from operations is 5 lakhs in this problem. Okay, now see, liquid assets are given, current liabilities are given and inventory is given. First we will calculate current assets, and current assets are addition of liquid assets and inventory. Okay, so let's calculate current assets now. Current assets is equal to liquid assets प्लस इन्व्हेंटरी. कारण आपण लिक्विड ॲसेट्स काढताना करंट ॲसेट्समधून इन्व्हेंटरी मायनस करतो, त्यामुळे करंट ॲसेट्स काढण्यासाठी लिक्विड ॲसेट्समध्ये इन्व्हेंटरी ॲड करावी लागेल. ओके, सो 1,40,000 प्लस 90,000. So it is 2,30,000. Okay, now we have the amount of current liabilities, so we can calculate working capital. So here working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Therefore working capital is equal to current assets amount is 2,30,000 minus current liability amount is given in the problem, that is 1,05,000. Okay, so it is 1,25,000 rupees. 1,25,000 working capital is rupees 1,25,000. Okay, now we will calculate working capital turnover ratio. Is equal to, see here, working capital turnover ratio is revenue from operations divided by working capital. Revenue from operations 5 lakhs and working capital 1,25,000. So 5 lakhs divided by 1,25,000. Okay, so now we will cancel these 3 zeros against these 3 zeros, and 125 4s are 500, so answer will be 4 times. So working capital turnover ratio in this problem is 4 times. Okay. Next problem. Calculate working capital turnover ratio from the following. Cost of revenue from operations 18 lakhs. Inventory 3,60,000. Trade receivables 1,70,000. Marketable securities 50,000. Cash and bank 20,000. Trade payables 1,40,000 and provision for tax 10,000. Okay, so let's calculate working capital turnover ratio. For this we have to calculate first current assets and current liabilities, and from that we will calculate working capital. Okay, so now we'll solve our today's fourth problem. See, in this problem revenue from operations is not given, only cost of revenue from operation is given. So in the absence of revenue from operation figure, this ratio can be calculated on the basis of cost of revenue from operations. So the formula will be working capital turnover ratio is equal to cost of revenue from operations divided by working capital. Okay, so ratio is equal to cost of, नेहमी रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स घ्यायचं आहे आपल्याला, रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स नेट म्हणजे रिटर्न्स वजा करून. पण जर प्रॉब्लेममध्ये रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स नसेल आणि काढता येणार नसेल, देन वी कॅन टेक कॉस्ट ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन ॲज ए बेस. ओके, सो कॉस्ट ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन डिवायडेड बाय वर्किंग कॅपिटल. Now for this problem cost of revenue from operations is given. Now we have to calculate working capital. For calculating working capital we have to calculate first current assets and then current liabilities. So let's calculate. Current assets is equal to, see in the list, inventory is current asset, trade receivable is current asset, marketable securities are current assets, and cash at bank. So let's add these items. So inventory plus trade receivables plus marketable securities plus cash and bank. Cash and bank. Okay, so amounts are 3,60,000 plus trade receivables 1,70,000 plus marketable securities 50,000 plus cash at bank 20,000. So it is 6 lakhs. So current assets are 6 lakhs. Now let's calculate current liabilities. Current liabilities is equal to, see here in the list, trade payables and provision for tax. Two current liabilities are given. So trade payables plus provision for tax. Trade payables amount is 1,40,000 plus provision for tax amount is 10,000. So it is 1,50,000. Okay, now we will calculate working capital. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. So is equal to 6 lakhs minus 1,50,000. So it is 4,50,000 rupees. Okay, and now we will calculate the ratio. Working capital turnover ratio is equal to cost of revenue from operations. It is given in the problem 18 lakhs. Therefore, working capital turnover ratio is equal to 18 lakhs, that is cost of revenue from operations, divided by working capital, so it is 4,50,000. Okay, so we will cancel these 4 zeros with these 4 zeros, and 45 2s are 90, so 45 4s are 180. So answer is 4 times. So working capital turnover ratio is 4 times in this problem. Okay, and now the last problem. From the following information, calculate revenue from operations, cost of revenue from operations, third working capital, fourth current assets. Given information is trade receivable turnover ratio 4 times, current liabilities 5,000, average debtors 1,80,000 rupees, working capital turnover ratio 8 times, cash revenue from operations 25% of revenue from operations, gross profit ratio is 33 by 1/3%. Okay, so let's calculate and solve this problem. And now today's last problem, fifth. See, in this problem is very interesting. Trade receivable turnover ratio is given, and they have told us to calculate revenue from operations. Okay, so revenue from operations we have to calculate from given trade receivable turnover ratio. Average trade receivables amount is given here. Trade receivables means debtors and bills receivable. Here average debtors are given, so bills receivable are not here. Okay, so average debtors म्हणजेच average trade receivables घ्यायचे आपल्याला. Okay, so let's start now. I will write the formula of trade receivable turnover ratio first. Trade receivable turnover ratio is equal to credit revenue from operation divided by average trade receivables. Okay, so trade receivable turnover ratio is given 4. 4 is equal to credit revenue from operations divided by average debtors are given 1,80,000. Okay, so here credit revenue from operations is equal to 1,80,000 into 4. Therefore into 4. Okay, so 1,80,000 into 4 is 7,20,000. So credit revenue from operations is 7,20,000. Okay, now in the information, cash revenue from operation is 25% of revenue from operation, and gross profit ratio पण दिला आहे 33.1/3 आणि कॅश रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स हे रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्सच्या 25% आहे असं आपल्याला सांगितलं आहे. ओके, जर रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशनच्या 25% कॅश रेव्हेन्यू असेल तर ऑब्व्हियसली उरलेला 75% हा क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स असणार. कळतं आहे तुम्हाला? सो हियर कॅश रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन is equal to 25% of revenue from operations, it is given. So it is obvious that therefore credit revenue from operations will be 75% of revenue from operations. कळतंय तुम्हाला? 25% जर कॅश असेल तर उरलेले 75% हे क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू असणार. ओके. आता या ठिकाणी आपण मांडणी करू शकतो. क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स आपल्याला हवंय, काढतोय आपण. ओके. क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स 75 असेल, आपल्याला क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स काढण्याची गरजच पडणार नाही, आपण तेही काढू शकतो. पण बघा, क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन 75% मीन्स इन केस ऑफ 100, इफ क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन इज 75, then total revenue is 100. Then if credit revenue from operation is 7,20,000, what is the total revenue from operations? कळतंय तुम्हाला मी काय म्हणते ते? क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स आपण काढलेलं आहे, चुकून मी काढायचं आहे मग अशी म्हटलं होतं, काढलेलं आहे. त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला काढता येईल टोटल रेव्हेन्यू. सो मांडणी करूया आपण. इथे क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन आणि इथे टोटल रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स. ओके. इफ क्रेडिट रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन इज 75, total revenue will be 100, obviously 75 plus 25 is 100. Okay. Then if 7,20,000 is the credit revenue from operation, what will be the total revenue? Okay. So here we will calculate 7,20,000 divided by 75 into 100. Okay. So 25 4s are 100, 25 3s are 75. So here the answer is 9,60,000 rupees. 9,60,000. So revenue from operations in this problem is 9,60,000. त्यांनी आपल्याला पहिल्या क्वेश्चनमध्ये रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायला सांगितली होती. त्या अशा पद्धतीने आपण रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स त्यांना कॅल्क्युलेट करून दाखवलेली आहेत. आपण कॅश रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन काढून पण करू शकतो. ॲडिशन केली कॅश क्रेडिटची की टोटल रेव्हेन्यू येईल. ओके. सो आता आपल्याला कॉस्ट ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स काढायचं आहे आणि कॉस्ट ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स काढण्यासाठी रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्समधून आपल्याला ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट मायनस केला की कॉस्ट ऑफ रेव्हेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन्स मिळतो. बरोबर आहे. आणि त्यांनी आपल्याला सांगितलं आहे की ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट रेशो इज 33.1/3%. ओके. सो लेट स्टार्ट. हे त्यांनी 4 आन्सर्स विचारले. ते पहिल्याचं होतं. आता सेकंडचं कॅल्क्युलेशन करूया या ठिकाणी. gross profit is equal to of revenue from operations, that is GP is equal to 1/3 of revenue from operations. Okay. Therefore gross profit is equal to 1/3 into revenue from operations, 9,60,000. So it is 3,20,000. Gross profit is 3,20,000. Okay. Now cost of revenue from operations. Cost of operations is equal to total revenue from operations minus gross profit. Okay. So is equal to 9,60,000 minus 3,20,000. Okay. So it will be 6,40,000 rupees. So cost of revenue from operations is 6,40,000. Now solution of third, they have asked us working capital and working capital turnover ratio is given in the problem. So मी working capital turnover ratio चा फॉर्म्युला लिहिते. ज्यावेळेला रेशो दिलेला असतो त्यावेळेला त्या रेशोच्या फॉर्म्युलामध्ये अमाऊंट्स भरल्या की आपल्याला जी नसते अमाऊंट ती कळते. सो वर्किंग कॅपिटल टर्नओव्हर रेशो is equal to revenue from operations, means net revenue from operations, divided by working capital. Okay, now working capital turnover ratio is given in the problem, it is 8 times. So 8 is equal to revenue from operations, we have calculated 9,60,000 divided by working capital. We have to find the amount of working capital. Okay, therefore here वर्किंग कॅपिटल विल बी 9,60,000 अपॉन 8. तुम्हाला समजतं आहे? करून दाखवते मी. 8 इंटू वर्किंग कॅपिटलला इज इक्वल टू साईनच्या ह्या बाजूला नेलं आहे, इज इक्वल टू 9,60,000. देअरफोर वर्किंग कॅपिटल इज इक्वल टू 9,60,000 डिवायडेड बाय 8. ओके, सो इट विल बी 1,20,000 रुपीज. दिस इज मॅथमॅटिक्स. तुम्ही हे 10thच्या आधी शिकलेले आहात, 10thपर्यंत शिकलेले आहात. 1,20,000 वर्किंग कॅपिटल आलेलं आहे आता. ओके, आता त्याने आपल्याला करंट ॲसेट्स शोधून काढायला सांगितले आहेत. प्रॉब्लेममध्ये करंट लायबिलिटीज दिलेले आहेत 5,000. ओके, सो फ्रॉम दॅट अमाऊंट वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट वर्किंग कॅपिटल. फ्रॉम द गिवन अमाऊंट ऑफ करंट लायबिलिटीज वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट करंट ॲसेट्स. मी आधी वर्किंग कॅपिटलचा फॉर्म्युला लिहिते. वर्किंग कॅपिटल इज इक्वल टू करंट ॲसेट्स मायनस करंट लायबिलिटीज. वर्किंग कॅपिटल 1,20,000 इज इक्वल टू, एवढं पण डिटेल तुम्हाला टेक्स्टबुक्समध्ये सॉल्व करून दाखवलेलं असणार नाही. करंट ॲसेट्स माहीत नाही आपल्याला. करंट ॲसेट मायनस करंट लायबिलिटी अमाऊंट इज गिवन 5,000. ओके, देअरफोर या 5,000ला इज इक्वल टू साईनच्या इकडे नेलं की ॲड होईल. सो करंट ॲसेट इज इक्वल टू 1,20,000 प्लस 5,000. सो द अमाऊंट इज 1,25,000. सो करंट ॲसेट्स अमाऊंट इज 1,25,000 रुपीज. इन दिस वे आपल्याला त्यांनी 4 क्वेश्चन्स विचारले होते. त्या 4ही क्वेश्चन्सचे आन्सर्स दिलेली आहेत आपण. हे जे सोल्युशन आहे ते 4थ्या क्वेश्चनचं सोल्युशन आहे, हे 3rd क्वेश्चनचं सोल्युशन आहे. Okay, so in this way you have to solve these types of problems. Solve these all problems in your notebook and you can ask if there is any doubt. That's all.